Hello, Cloverleaf 2nd grade. I'm glad that you're back and ready to learn more about science. Today, we're going to be focusing on two questions. What does it mean to be alive, and what do living things need? We're going to talk about what it means to be alive first. If something moves using its own power, then it's alive. And I'm not just talking about the wind moving something, I'm talking about using muscles to move, just like you do when you run, like the guy in the video, or the monkeys climbing the tree. They're using their muscles to pull themselves up, or try to pull themselves up. I don't think they're old enough yet. Another way to tell if something is alive is if it grows. Like in the video that we're watching right now, you can see the root is going down. So yes, plants are alive. We know this because they need different things to stay alive, and they can also grow. So things that are alive can grow, just like you or your pets or plants that you see outside or this plant. Another way to tell if something is alive is if it breathes. All animals, humans, and plants need to breathe in order to stay alive. Humans and animals all need something called oxygen. Oxygen is in the air and the water. It is needed to keep our bodies running, and even sharks breathe. Here's a short clip from the Shark Academy that explains how sharks breathe.
It used to be thought that sharks had to keep swimming all the time to keep water moving into their mouth and out through their gills so they could breathe. Well, that's not true. Breathing in this manner is called ram ventilation. The shark swims through the water, ramming the water down its throat and out through its gills to breathe. This is the most efficient way for a shark to breathe, but it does involve swimming. Most species of sharks are in fact able to rest on the bottom and move water over their gills by simply gulping. The nurse shark, the white-tipped reef shark, the lemon shark, they all practice this form of breathing called buccal pumping, where they gulp water. Flattened bottom dwellers.
That was a really cool video, wasn't it? That sharks can even lay on the bottom of the ocean, and they can pump water through their gills by just gulping water, swallowing water, and pushing it over their gills to breathe. So they need oxygen too, but it's just from the water. So now we know how to tell if something is a living thing. Now we're going to talk about the second question that I talked about at the beginning of the video, which is, what do living things need to live? First, we're going to discuss what plants need to survive. A plant's needs are different from animals' needs. Plants need water, sunlight, air, space to grow, and soil to survive. And plants also make their own food using light from the sun, so they don't need to eat like other animals or like you and I. They make their own food. And they need space to grow, so they have plenty of room for their roots, like in the plant video, for their roots to spread out, and they soak up nutrients from the soil. And that's another place where they get food to grow, is the soil and the sunlight. So we just said that plants have different needs than animals, so we know that animals' needs are going to be different, right? Animals need food, home or a shelter. They need air to breathe and water to drink. So there's a couple similarities, but there's a couple differences too, right? So in this Venn diagram, we can see that animals and plants both need air and water, so that's a similarity. And us humans need air and water too, right? Because we're technically mammals. I believe that we've talked about that before. But plants need soil, space to grow, and sunlight to live. So that's a difference. On the plant side, it says soil, space, so space to grow, and sunlight. And then on the animal side, it says food and shelter. So those are the differences. They have air and water in common, and then remember on the plant side, it's just what the plant needs. On the animal side, it's just what animals need. And in the middle is the commonalities, what they share. So what's a function? All living things have a purpose where they live, so the environment in which they live in, the place they live. Like in the picture shown on the screen, the tree gets what it needs to grow and it drops fruits and seeds, right? I know we've all seen acorns or little flowers or little seeds, especially the little ones that they flitter through the sky. They're kind of shaped like little triangles that don't have a bottom, and when they fall, they fly through the air. So those are seeds that a tree would drop. The squirrel eats the seeds from the tree to live, so we can see the squirrel is eating seeds from the tree or fruit from the tree. The fox eats the squirrel to live, so the tree is getting food from the sun and the soil. Then it drops seeds or fruits, and the squirrel eats those seeds or fruits. Then the fox eats the squirrel. So everything is getting what it needs to survive from each other. It's like a cycle. So every plant and animal depend on one another to live. The fox needs the squirrel needs the tree, and the tree needs the soil and the sunlight. I hope you all enjoyed learning about living things, and you can apply what you learned just by going outdoors and looking for plants and animals. See what types of plants live near your house, or what kind of birds are in your yard, and what those birds are eating. So all of the second grade teachers miss you guys, and we hope that you're staying healthy and having fun, and I will see you guys next time.